All right, so today we are on our series about Halloween, our six-part series, and this is day two of that series about the origin and the history of Halloween so that people know what they are getting into. My hopes is that getting out of. All right, so today we're going to talk about the history of costumes and the history of bonfires. So the history of costumes dates all the way back to the original Celtic tradition. And it came from two different sources. One is the leaders, who are the Druids, and the people that followed the leader. So the Druids would dress up in costumes because they believed, and this is a practice that kind of developed later on, that October 31st was the last day that the spirits were able to roam the country or the earth realm without hindrance. And what they would do is they would dress up with animal heads and animal skins and fur in an effort to look like the spirits that they wanted to communicate with for the purpose of predicting the future for the people for the upcoming year, because their year started November 1st. And so what they would do is they would, of course, exact payments from the people, predict their future, and hopes to continue to live in prosperity for the rest of the year. Now, the people followed suit. They believed that the spirits would roam the earth and cause havoc on the crops and their property. So they would dress up like these spirits that they were trying to avoid. And that's where you get your history of the dressing up like ghouls and goblins and all of that came from, is they would dress up like the spirits that they were trying to avoid in an effort to not be recognized by those nefarious spirits and not thus avoid getting hurt if they did something to them while they were in the earth realm, while they were alive, people. Now, the second part we're going to deal with is bonfire. The word bonfire, let's do a little etymology on the word bonfire. The word bonfire came from, of course, the whole origin comes from the Irish. The word for bonfire in Irish is, I hope I can say this correctly, is tine qua. Tine qua. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it means bones of fire, hence bone fire, bonfire. And what they would do is they would burn the bones of the animals that they sacrificed in these huge fires. Next, we're going to cover trick or treat and some other traditions that surround it.